All right. Okay, family. Hey, so I thought I'd just take a minute to explain uh, what I did not too long ago. There goes the 3D printer. I'm printing up some new stuff I'll try and put on Etsy. It's a maker, a Cricut maker kind of tool holder, but that's what's printing right now, so I'll try to speak a little louder. It's super loud. So, let me get back to what I was saying. When I started this account in about 2016, I had, maybe 100 followers, and then it kind of increased up. And at some point, I think Instagram just flooded the account with like phony kind of, marketing things, which was like for like, or like for 100 or something like that. So I always tried to avoid those kind of quick click, kind of get your audience things, and I think it was the right choice. I mean, I think if you look back at this account, you can see that it's been a lot of ups and downs, and I think that's more organic than just inflated kind of wow, look at all these followers. So I always view the account as like, how far can I reach? So I have a couple posts out there that it's amazing. They're still out there. They're about 2.5 million views, and I think that's really what I was shooting for. Is kind of like, can I put some sort of little 128 character little blurb inside of the post, and then put an image to it. So as you go through my feed, a lot of that stuff falls away because Instagram just keeps shortening you up, so you see less and less of what is actually out there. But if you fast forward to now, a lot of people out there are trying to make content, and they're just falling short, or they're just giving up. And I want to just say, don't do that. You have to be persistent. You have to just, you got to put the stake in the ground, and just keep trying. And I'll say that in the context of this. You don't have to be a good programmer. You don't have to be a good artist. You don't have to be you know a good track athlete or something like that. But what you should be trying to do is trying to say like, well, this is my story, or this is what I'm about. And on this account, I have to sort of mask some of the things with my basically career versus what I do online. And I try to give examples of things that I've learned over life with having some mentors, which are people who just volunteered to help me. They saw I was kind of like a ding dong or an idiot, and they're like, hey, let's get this guy organized. And I'm super thankful for having that sort of mentorship, or this guidance to say like, yeah, there are some things in life that are a little confusing, but if someone can help you through them, you're able to get your both feet on the ground and then move forward. So back to what this account. Um, at some point, I think I was like maybe 8,000 followers, and maybe more. And then I noticed that people attached like a YouTube account to it, and then instantly, like most of the people that I was with, immediately jumped up to like 13,000 followers. And then I was like, well, why didn't I jump up like that? And I realized that it's not about that organic thing. It's either you pay, or you change your account and you pay, and then they sort of flood your account with more followers. So just being throttled down all the time, it just sort of made me pursue it a little harder. And I think over the last 3 months or 4 months, I just flushed the whole account. And I apologize to a lot of people who are out there who may have you know got offended by this, or I was kind of just tough, or what is that called? I was just saying, don't be too thin-skinned. But I realized that now, as I reconnect with all these people that are real people, I'm finding that they're like, yeah, I can't find you, or I don't see your stuff anymore, and that's because I unfollowed about 1,500 people. And I did that in sort of a pattern that allowed me to do that. And the pattern is that if I tried uh, to pick certain days or something like that, it wouldn't work. And Instagram would just sort of lock my account, and then I couldn't select anybody to unfollow. And what I tried to look for is like, is this really a person? So I click on the account. I kind of go through the first, you know, couple rows, couple pages, maybe 15 to 20 in, and I see what does it look like. Does it look like it's an advertisement, or does it look like it's, you know, someone there? And what I found is there was a lot of likes for likes, and, you know, all those kind of other things I was talking about. And I don't ever remember, uh, you know, saying, yeah, that's what I want to do. And I always remember that I would see captions saying, like, you know, DM me for likes and stuff like that. So I just always tried to avoid that. So when I did find them that they were populating inside of all the followers, I thought, well, someone inflated this account automatically. And sometimes you'll see that. You'll see that when you first start your account, it'll actually have people following you that have nothing related to you. And you start saying, like, what's going on? Or you may post something and then immediately someone follows you that's similar to what you posted, but not quite. So a lot of that stuff is not organic at all. That is an algorithm or some bot saying, like, well, these two things I'm gonna put these people, instead like this, they're putting you together like this. So all this that you worked on up here now just sort of gets trumped by all this stuff. So now you have a bunch of people on top that they really don't have any feedback, they don't have any input, they don't have, you know, I don't even think they're even looking at it. They just did the likes for likes, or, you know, to have some sort of account so you look as if you don't have, you know, 0 followers or nothing's on your account. And that's okay, because you can go all the way back to 2016 with this account, and you'll see that I've always said it, is that most of the people who watch this are private. They're private accounts. They want the anonymity. They want to pop in, pop out, and I'm okay with that. So what I've always done is just sort of post it out and sort of said, like, I'm not spamming. I'm just trying to post as much content as I can and see where that goes. And a lot of times I get good feedback or really great stories or DMs. You know, they're like these secret DMs. Like, you're like, geez, you've been following me all this time, and you know, you never know it, but a lot of people say that. So I just wanted to kind of reach out there and say, like, you know, this account, I'm slowly growing it back up, and what I'm doing is I'm going through my old feeds and some of the old DMs, and I'm looking for the people that were reciprocating or that were interested in what I was doing. And you'll see that, you know, I may pop up and you'll be like, oh boy, here's this idiot. But the point I'm making is that I just did the big flush so that I could get rid of a lot of that overhead stuff. So right now I'm pumping about 26 or 2,600 or close to 3,000, and I think I'm just going to probably get up to 3,000 again and then see where I'm at. But most of it is the slow growth, and you know, I'd appreciate it if you just followed back. Then we can just continue on with what we're doing. And remember, the main point of this is you know, family first, go be you, right, and persistent determination, right? Those are the foundation of what this account is about. There's some examples inside of the post that I use my own experience, or maybe I fabricate a little bit, or maybe I just you know, be a little creative. And then I do creative writing on here, and I do the story of Static Over the Comp, which are some things to give just an encompassing of, you know, different things, rather than if you just want me to show Arduino stuff, that's pretty boring. And I do electronics, and electronics is boring unless you add the adventures that bring you to those conclusions. Like, you know, you can look at a circuit, a PCB board, and look at it like a small city, or you could just look at it as a bunch of components, right? I mean, that's two different views, but that's usually what happens. So anyways, it's Saturday morning. I just took the Husky for a walk, took the Huntress, and I got my printing, so I'll be doing the Etsy stuff, just keeping it real. And you know, I just wanted to say, you know, I'll see you guys around. Thanks for everyone who stuck with me. You know, thanks for all those private accounts, and, you know, people just saying hi now and then, just to know that, letting me know that you're out there and you see what I'm doing. Okay, everybody, have a good day.